Hey guys, it's 23. This is a quick first impressions of the MCX Surge system by OKB37 or Romforge or Romulus, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, this is the MCX. Pretty cool. I quite like it. The MCX is actually one of my favorite guns. In terms of what you get and how to install it, it is pretty simple. You don't really get much in terms of toggles. It is just this. There is a bunch of skins that you can get, but that's if you get the full package, more than later. In terms of toggles, there's not a lot, but in terms of what you can do, you can change it from a non-suppressed to a integrated suppressed like this. You can also turn on the light and laser if you like, and also the fire mode of course. Speaking of the fire mode, you can also change it on the fly. There is a bone next to the fire selector here. You just grab it and it will switch. A side note with the fire selector, I don't know if this is normal for the MCX or just this model in general, but it does look like it's backwards. It goes safe, full auto, then semi. I thought it was meant to be safe, semi, then full auto. I don't know if this MCX is like that, but that's just how it is on this one. What's really cool about this asset is that, as you can see, it has double stack mags or flip mags, I guess. I don't know what you call them. But yeah, you can grab them like this and you can swap them around. It does actually know which one is which is kind of cool. There is an issue with it, but I will explain that later. In terms of attachments, you get a holographic sight and a canted red dot sight. You also get a light and laser, as I said earlier. Now you may not see the laser at first, but it is attached to the holographic sight, which is, I guess, interesting to say the least. In terms of operations go, it is pretty simple. Rock and roll for both hands does mag stuff related, so right hand does ejecting the mag, left hand you spawn it in your magazine, you can insert like that. There is a bone for the magazine, so you can just grab it out, and to shoot the gun all you have to do is just a fist. It's just touch space, you don't need to pull the trigger. You can stow it away and you can grab it back. You can let go with your firing hand and it stays where you left it, so you can do anything like this. So you don't have a preset position, it just goes wherever you left it. So that's kind of nice, and that's pretty much it. So not a lot going on, as you can see. I still quite like it because it's just, I guess, an MCX, and there's only one MCX, which is this, out on the market. There are a few issues with this that I feel like needs to be addressed. The first issue is that this gun doesn't really sync, or I guess it just locks up in certain stages, so you have to reset your avatar basically. What I mean by this is that sometimes when I rack the slide, sometimes it doesn't eject the bullet, it just does nothing, and sometimes I can't even grab the magazine or even eject the magazine, so it just gets stuck sometimes. I'm not too sure what the issue is, whether it's the right default issue or the actual gun. I'm not too sure. There's also an issue when you grab the magazine. So sometimes when you grab the magazine and you try to pull it out, it doesn't pull out. So the way this works is that this is a fist bone, and when you stretch it, it does an animation which is taking out the magazine, but it just gets stuck and it doesn't really do anything. If I reinsert it and I pull it back out, then it works. And the problem is that it's inconsistent. So see, I can't bring it out. So I put it back in, try to grab it out. Now I can put it back in. Now I can flip it around to see, pull out. There we go. So it's just inconsistent. Another issue is that these green bands overlay on top of the laser. So as you can see, it's overlapped on top, and it's not a big issue, but it's just weird, I guess, to look at. Now I have another issue in terms of grabbing the weapon and putting away the weapon. This is my personal opinion though. Now with grabbing the weapon and stowing away the weapon, you have to do two gestures. So with your left hand you have to do a piece. If you want to put it away, you have to do an open end and you put it near the contact. If you want to grab it, you have to do a finger gun like this, bring it close, and you can grab it. Now I understand why they would make it like this, so that you don't accidentally grab it. Now with index controllers, if you never use them, they can be quite inconsistent in terms of your finger placement. So try to do two gestures to grab the gun and stow away the weapon. It just takes a little longer, and I think I would prefer if it was just one gesture, so like, you know, a finger gun to grab it and an open hand to put it away. But yeah, that's pretty much it. To find this asset, you can go into the booth page. They have two separate packages. They have a default package, which is basically you just get this skin which is the Arctic skin, and that goes for $24.90. You can also get the full edition, which is basically you get 5 more additional skins, so you get 6 in total, and they're all pretty fancy, or I guess exotic. But yeah, and the full edition goes for 2,890 yen. Now, while I still think this is a good asset, I think it would be a lot better if all the issues were resolved. There's also some other things that I would personally like. For instance, just having one magazine instead of a flip magazine, and also having less exotic skins and having more like real, I guess, normal skins. But that's just me. I just prefer that kind of style. I don't really like these exotic kind of skins and stuff. And also a weighted trigger would be nice, and also just the ability to just do one gesture to put it away and grab it. But I think those issues are something that I can probably do, but that means I have to go out of my way to fix the problem, which I don't mind. But if you don't know how to do it, then it is going to be a little bit of a problem. But with that being said, I still think this is an okay asset. It is fun to shoot, and the effects look great. I quite like them a lot. But if you like what you see, why not check it out? Okay, thank you, bye bye.